Hi, my ninjas. How are you doing? It's your girl, Owamie, aka Miss Fair, for calling back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and also hit the bell. I absolutely love you. And do not forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now, my ninjas, you guys know that on the 16th of August, we're having our 4th masterclass. If you'd like to join us, you can also join us online or you can actually come. Make sure that you do send a WhatsApp message to the numbers that are on your screen and then talk to my team. They will tell you all the details that you would want to know, right? Now, let's go ahead and talk about Ndoyisile. Ndoyisile is a prime example of bite the hand that feeds you. He's a hand biter. He's a hand feeders biter, this one. Anyway, before we get into this video, let me go ahead and play this video for you guys so that you guys can see it, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Because I don't think a normal person would get angry over pills. Lana, people were targeting you and just waiting for you to do something so they can come for you. Or Vela is the hatred that is always there and they're always ready to attack. Even when you're trying to do good, you are always trying to attack. Hi, because what the hell? We can't fight over pills. Free pills that you don't even cook in your own house. Free pills that you don't even make yourself. Pills that are donated from the outside. Pills that are coming from NGOs. Pills that can literally help someone live and protect them and their unborn child. You make noise about pills. You get angry over pills. Hi, when you make sense my way, which maybe or apply sasa. Hi, so understand what I lapho so cross the line. I'm a pilisi. Hi, no. Hi, nyanivuma. Hi, nyanivum. I agree you. Hi, nyanivuma, nyanisaba actually. Hi, nyanisaba actually. Ukulivuma kusala phansi. Nyanisaba. Pills. People get angry over pills that they don't even drink. That's why ngithi maybe makukhona nekufaka enyokusebenzisa kulawa elikusebenzisa ngama ARVs nisitshele. Niwenza nama ARVs. Nipheka ngawo. Hayi, because I don't think you'll be this angry over something that doesn't benefit you. I don't think you'd make so much noise over something that you don't even use. Something that you don't even take out R1 for. Oh, she must go back home whatsoever. What happened to Ubuntu? What happened to Ubuntu? Can't you assist someone first? And then after, that's when they can make a decision on whether they are going home or whatever. Omuntu dujuliwe or omuntu kwaziwe, they are bleeding. But then when you're saying go back home, how? What is Khalicha saying now?
Now remember, Ndoyisile is the Zimbabwean that is living in South Africa that once was very claustrophobic in Mall of Africa because South Africans that are coming from Tembisa were actually going to a Mall of Africa. He claimed that, he went to Mall of Africa. It was so full. And he knows it's people from Tembisa that are filling up this place. And they have a mall there by Tembisa. They should use that mall. Okay. As we speak, last I checked his account, his comments have been turned off. Because let me tell you something, Bayamugiva. With reason. Okay. Now, I truly, honestly, just do not understand. I really, truly do not understand. I truly just do not understand. At what point, at what time are South Africans also going to be allowed to speak and be heard without the word xenophobia actually being thrown up and down? Because it all boils down to that, right? Anytime a South African says, hey, it has anything that has to do with a foreigner, oh, you are xenophobic, which might even be one of the comments that I might get under this video. And, like for me, at this point, I just feel like whether you talk, you're called, whether you don't, you're called like, so it's the same thing. Kholomo zamsand waga walisa wakaka wadzisia wakaka, so it's the same thing. But I wish Ndoyisile had the same strength and voice towards his own government, just as much as he's so opinionated and has such strong views for the people of South Africa. Mind you, Ndoyisile is here because from what I hear, he's not really accepted in his own country. His government does not accept. I don't know why it's coming down. So I think my question now also is, where is Ubuntu from your own people when it comes to you? Ndoyisile is exhausting. When you see free medication, have you ever seen a free medication anywhere? They are funded. Ndoyisile is claiming that the ARV medication, or the medication that people are talking about, these are medications that have been donated through the NGOs and stuff like that. But do you know that USAID has cut? And another question that I have is, when you are in Zimbabwe and you want to go to the hospital, do you go to the hospital for free or do you pay? Because one thing I can tell you guys is that I have seen, like, I'll give an example, right? This is something that I've seen. I remember a story of a Nigerian woman and her husband. They went to the hospital. She was in labor, and he did not have the money, right, to pay for her. I think it was like 500,000 naira or something like that. And unfortunately, that woman died, guys. They couldn't assist her without that money. She's a Nigerian in Nigeria. Everybody knows if you're going to the hospital, you need to pay. You need to have money to pay. I don't know how it is in Zimbabwe, but I do find it to be very audacious that you would demand what you wouldn't even get from your own government, from another government. It's like their strength is strong when it comes to the South African government and laws, but not in their own countries. Like, I don't get that part. I really don't get that part. Whilst Ndoyisile is here talking about this, he should actually be in Zimbabwe advocating and fighting that gay people like himself are accepted there. But he's here talking down on here. That makes no sense. To me, that makes no sense. The other thing again that I'm also going to say is that I feel like mainstream media for years has been our biggest enemies as South Africans. Because remember, the only source of information that we would get was through the news. You understand? And that's mainstream media. They would paint these narratives that even today, when I hear or I see titles like foreigners or illegal foreigners denied healthcare, that's a lie. In my opinion, in South Africa, nobody has been denied healthcare. Illegal foreigners have been denied free healthcare. Because from what we know, even in their own countries, they don't get that. A South African, if you live here and you go to Europe, you need to even have your own medical insurance. If you are a South African now and you go to Nigeria, you get sick, they're not going to treat you for free. If you go to Tanzania, from what I know, from what I've heard, even if you go to Zimbabwe, not so long, our own minister, Dr. Poppy, had to airlift a South African man from Zimbabwe for him to come back to South Africa to get health care. He wasn't treated for free in Zimbabwe. So what's with all this entitlement? That's the part that I'm not understanding. And Because I really don't want to talk too much when it comes to this. I really don't want to talk too much when it comes to this. I just want to show you guys that our government, in my opinion, I feel like there is where they benefit when it comes to a collapsed health care system in South Africa. Because you cannot tell me that you see all this happening. Let's say maybe even they were not aware, which would be very concerning. Because I, as a South African, I did not know that there would be a hospital where 75%, over 70% of the files that are opened there are all belonging to foreigners and not South Africans. I wouldn't know that. I only knew this issue was real when I started to see hospitals and clinics empty. And we were like, wait a minute, something is amiss. You understand? Something is amiss. But if they know, the government now knows that this is the issue that is happening, why are we not having mobile home affairs outside hospitals and clinics? Before you go in, if you're going to get medical help, why are you not being scanned? Can you give us your ID? Here's my ID. Scan the ID, go in. Bring your passport. You bring your passport, it's scanned. They're seeing, or okay, fine, you're still legally in the country. Okay, go in. I don't think there would even be an issue of illegal immigrants or illegal foreigners in any hospital, any clinic. Because they would know that me going there is me actually going to get deported. Why is it that South Africans have to go to this extreme length just because our government is failing us? And you mean to tell me they're not benefiting anything from a collapsed healthcare system? I truly don't believe. I truly, truly don't believe. And when Ndoyisile said free pills that are donated from NGOs, maybe we don't want those donations anymore, because those donations, they come with strings attached. They come with strings attached, which is why the US aid was able to pull out, because I guess white people were not being given supreme treatment. That's basically the gist of it, because in South Africa, all black, white, green, pink, blue, we're all facing the same high crime rate, because even the officials that are the highest, even ministers that are up there, they are allegedly corrupt. If you have a minister of police corrupt, like what do you expect the whole department? And which, again, that's the reason why the country is just thugs and police are partners. It wasn't only affecting white people, it's affecting all of us. Terrible, terrible things are happening in South Africa. That man never lied. But they were just not the way that he thought. We don't want those anymore. And if South Africa only had to cater for South Africans and legal documented foreigners in this country, based off of the laws, which again, I don't know, if you're a foreigner, are you allowed to get free healthcare? Or are you supposed to have your own medical insurance that will cater to you if you get sick in that foreign country? What are the laws saying? Then let's follow the law. But it's not free medication. Don't say free pills. It's not free pills. Nothing is ever free. In life, nothing is ever free. Impossible. It may be free to you, but somewhere, somebody paid for that thing. Even if it means that person had to pay it with their own labor, creating it and whatever. That's their time, that's their skill, that's their material, that's their everything. It was paid for. And if South Africa is so bad, Ndoyisile, because I feel like anytime this guy trends and is anything to do with South Africa, it has to be negative. Abuti, why can't you pack and try another country? That will be good to you. Because we're tired now. Honestly. Or maybe try home and go fight over there. We as South Africans are facing a collapsed healthcare system, where you go to the hospital, the nurse will see you and say that you need this medication, but we don't have it. You will go to the hospital because you are having a toothache. Well, not a toothache, because that they can remove. But you will go to the hospital because of this, they'll give you paracetamol. You will go to the hospital because of that, they'll give you paracetamol. A simple procedure, an operation, you can wait 9 months. The date you're given can be 9 months. Meanwhile, throughout here, illegal immigrants, illegal foreigners are getting operations. Yet you as a South African, you will even die before your date arrives. We are going through a lot as a country. We are facing a corrupt government. We are facing illegal immigrants in the country. We are facing such a high rate when it comes to crime. We are facing every single thing. Like, we are going through it as a country. We are going through it. You cannot enter your car and not immediately lock. Even then, you cannot enter your car, immediately lock and sit there. You constantly have to be on high alert. You have to, like, we are going through a lot. We are really going through a lot. And I wish that everyone from every country could show the same strength that they show in South Africa, fighting South Africans and fighting the government and the laws and stuff to their own governments. Like, show that much strength to your own government. Fight for free healthcare in your own countries. Fight for this and that in your own. Like, hold your own governments also responsible. Because it cannot only just be South Africa that has to be held to a certain standard that you don't even hold your own governments to. If you are unable to get free healthcare in your own country, what makes you feel entitled that in South Africa you need to get it? And to show Ndoyisile that he doesn't even know that actually taxpayers' money actually goes into keeping these infrastructures going and everything. That's why it's gonna say free pills. When you go there, in order for them to diagnose you that you're HIV positive, you need that kit. Is that kit for free? You need a nurse that's going to do that for you. Is that nurse for free? They must open a file for you. Is that pen and paper for free? Let me not say too much. But all I'm going to say is that as South Africans, we're going through a lot. I'm telling you, we are going through a lot. We are now forced to have to get medical aids that some can't even afford, but you know that you cannot afford to spend 2 days going to the same hospital for the same thing only to just be given Panado because there's no medication. And I always see South Africa belongs to all of us. I've never seen Zimbabwe belongs to all of us. Nigeria belongs to all of us. Tanzania belongs to all of us. It seems like all of us applies to South Africa. Why? I've not seen anybody standing outside a private institution saying if you're a foreigner, leave. I've not. And until I saw those videos of empty clinic chairs during the day, it was when I understood what these people have been talking about. Absolutely crazy. So Ndoyisile ungazosijwayela. We're tired of you. Haibo. Anyway, this just downed my mood, Sheng. Go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. From Owamie, what I love, guys. Stay blessed, and I will see you guys in my next upload.